Alright, so we're going to start by showing you how to use realtor.com to do your land searches. The new website design is not very easily figured out. So if you go up to buy, the website's kind of wonky anyway, but there's no place to actually search for land specifically. So you have to kind of do a workaround in order to find what you're looking for. So we'll start by putting in a general location, such as a city. I'll go ahead and do Big Rapids, Michigan, because it's in central Michigan, which is in the area of where I was looking when I bought my property. So as you can see, you do a search and you get quite a few house listings. Up here it says 258. You can scroll down. Notice how it says acre lots, and then it will also say acre or square feet. So you'll see right here, square foot lot. So don't get confused with acres and square foot. So some of these will have houses on them. In most cases you'll find mostly houses with acreage, but if you're looking for vacant land, there's another way to do that. And in this instance, I'm going to go ahead and keep single house, farms, and land. Okay, so I've refreshed my search. And this is if you want to save your search results, but you have to log in or create an account. We'll go ahead and pass that for now. And so we're going to look. We have 250 results now from 258, which means the other properties were probably commercial or something of that nature. So again, you can still see that there's misprints on like some of these lots. As you can see, it's a house lot and it says it's got 7,500 acres. Well, that's obviously incorrect. Gotta keep your eye out because sometimes it can be confusing. Sometimes you'll find square foot lots for acre lots. So now we're going to go ahead and click on the map listings, and this will actually show you the region. So this big blue outline around is actually the area that they consider Big Rapids, Michigan. But as you can see in the center, Big Rapids is dead center. Let's zoom out a little bit so you can get a better view. Alright, so that's your area, that's your search area. And you'll see on the map you have all the listings with the price signs, and on the right hand side we'll get to that in a minute, but you'll see that there's pictures of the actual houses. Also remember that we have houses included in this search for the moment. So when you click on one of these, it pops up the brief information. And look, there's one that's just land for $14,000. So if we click on view, it brings up the detailed page. And we'll go ahead and just briefly scroll through this. It gives you a general address, gives you the price, gives you some key facts, how many days it's been on the market, which is also good to look at because that means negotiating power. It is land, the status is active. It's got one photo, and it's a 0.3 acre lot. Not what we're looking for. Let's go back to the map, and on the right hand side you can see the house listings. And there's a parcel of land for $15,000. Scroll down, see if there's anything else. Oh look, there's more pages. Okay, so let's go ahead and reduce the amount. We're specifically looking for land, so let's go ahead and remove single family home, remove farm and ranches. Okay, so that's what we're left with. And we can even do more filters. So let's go ahead and do that. You can add things here, amenities, and you can change your lot size. So here's your lot sizes, and we're going to go ahead and do 5+ acres, and that should bring us quite a ways down. So it's 5 results, and there they are. And remember, this is just for this specific area. It does not go outside that boundary. So here's one here. It's 11.5 acres. It's got 11 photos. It is land. It is active. It's been on the market for 76 days on Realtor. And there's some more important information down below, which you can see mineral rights. It says are unknown. You need to make sure when you buy land or you're in the process of getting a contract that you find out what those mineral rights are. It's very important. So you can see this is zoned for commercial. So unfortunately, you would not be able to build a house on that property, at least not in this area. So let's go back. We'll go ahead and find another piece to click on. Here's one with a pole barn, it looks like. So it's 20+ acres. Obviously it's $88,000. It's got 9 photos. Here's a description. Make sure you read the descriptions before you contact them, because it may help eliminate. It's got an outbuilding of a pole barn. It is buildable, recreational, rolling hills, and wooded. Look at the utilities. It says it's got a water type of a stream or creek. Well, that usually means that there may be water on the property in those forms, but does not mean that you have water there. You may still have to build a pump. Same with electric. It says it has electric because it's got power to the pole barn. Again, mineral rights are unknown. Now that could just be that the seller has not disclosed that information to the realtor. So you need to make sure you find out before pursuing a purchase. So here's the photos. Don't go strictly by the photos that are posted either. Land buying is a process, so it could be covered in snow in some pictures, it could be summertime in some pictures. It makes a big difference on your seasons. And to view the map, obviously you click on the map. You can drag the map around, you can zoom in, you can do a satellite view, which is always good, so you can find out what your neighbors are doing, if you have neighbors, and where they're located. Also helps sometimes to find those creeks and streams that are supposedly on your property, because what might be a creek to somebody could just be a ditch to somebody else. So obviously there's your green mark, that's the location of the property, and that's obviously the pole barn. So there's the back neighbor. See, there's a neighbor over there, and there's neighbors there. But that does not mean that they don't own the land immediately next to your house. So you got to be careful of that. Let's go back. So here's a piece of property that's 25,000. It's 10 acres. Looks like it's close to the river. It is for land. It is active. It's been on the market for over 1,000 days. I wonder why. So here it says the seller is pleased to announce a partnership with a home builder. So it sounds like you have to build a home on this property, which could be why it's still sitting vacant. And it does have road frontage, so that's good. Now land info could vary depending. It may have road frontage but not be listed. Just all depends on the realtor or the listing agent. So utilities available at the street means that there's nothing to the property yet. You're going to be responsible for bringing those in, including water, which in this case would be a well and septic. So as you can see, it's next to the river, and we'll go ahead and do a map view and see what the situation is. But again, it's only $25,000. That's pretty good for 10 acres on a river. Going back to the satellite, and let's zoom in. So as you can see, there's houses all around this lot, and there's the lot. Got neighbors all around, and here's your river, and there's some washout, some beach. Looks like there may be some docks over there. Alright, well, this has just been a quick little 10-minute tutorial. Sorry about the length of the video. I hope it helps. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know.